ways that your attachment wound is actually secretly sabotaging your love life as a divine feminine, and I'm going to go over the practical reasons on how to break out of that as well. Hello, welcome back to day 6 of my divine feminine core wound healing series. I have a playlist up here for you guys if you want to watch the previous days. Day 7 is going to be the money wound. So if you want to manifest that bag and the love of your life, like, this is, you see where I'm going with this? Anyways, we're going to get into some deep stuff here because I know I'm not the only divine feminine struggling with this. And in fact, I've worked with so many clients that have also struggled with this. And if you didn't know, I'm a psychic and I'm also a spiritual ascension coach. I'm currently taking people into my soul integration program. It's a 4-week program where we go into your core wounds, we break away your karmic loops and patterns, activate your connection with your higher self and your guides, and help the authentic you shine so that you can attract love that is deserving and worthy of you, right? So that you can attract a partner that will build a life that you know you're meant to be living. Okay, let's get into it. So where does this wound come from? As a divine feminine, you are conditioned to be insecure. You are conditioned. Give me a second, you guys. My cat. she's here, and that's Ray. She's a rescue. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that she had like this gaping wound. Anyways, this video is not about that. Let's get back into it. As a divine feminine, you are put in a box. You are taught to overgive, to be the peacekeeper of your home, to be the fixer, right? You go above and beyond for everyone else, but not everyone can reciprocate that energy, and you may even feel betrayed, undervalued, underappreciated. This is because the attachment wound forms in childhood, where love felt inconsistent, unsafe, or conditional. And this may even be something that stems across lifetimes. I do past life readings, and in week 2 of my soul integration package, we do the past life reading. And I had this one client actually where she was a slave and a servant and a cook in her past lives. So always back of the house, never up front, never allowed to shine, always had to follow a specific regimen, dimming her light for others because she was punished if she were to step out of line of being the caretaker, of being the one that takes all the shit for everybody, right? It's the part of you that maybe is subconscious for some of you, but it's saying, I have to earn love. Closeness leads to abandonment. Anytime I open up, I become a burden on others. And I dealt with this in my life, and a lot of divine feminines will be born into karmic family systems and dynamics because you are the generational curse breaker, right? You are the chosen one. You are the one that's meant to break away and to heal through your own healing, heal others through your own healing. And this literally happened to me. I am the oldest of 3, and I experienced this a lot where the needs for my younger brother and sister needed to be met. So if I had any needs at all, it would become a financial burden, right? It would become an emotional burden. I would be dismissed or ignored. And these karmic family dynamics can vary, so let me know what you experienced and give this video a like if it's resonating, because I'd love to hear if you want to add on to the conversation. But some of the ones that I've seen in my clients and in myself is immature or unavailable parents who gave inconsistent attention, being praised for performance instead of presence, just to sometimes only get crumbs while you're here overachieving, overgiving. If you want to go deeper on parental wounds, I'll link it up here somewhere. I can't remember what day it was, but it is part of the Divine Feminine Core Wound Healing series. Spiritually speaking, having these kinds of family dynamics will tie your soul down to the karmic lessons surrounding belonging, trust, and connection. And again, this is a soul pattern that has been following you for lifetimes, where you experienced isolation, abandonment, or betrayal. And I know this is super painful, but you are meant to break these soul patterns and generational curses in this lifetime. That is right. You may resonate with being a starseed or a chosen one, right? Whatever it is, if you're watching this video, it is a sign that you are powerful enough and that you are meant to walk the path that changes everything, not only for yourself, but for your future selves and for the people that are healing around. That sounds like a lot of pressure, but you literally don't have to do anything with anyone else. All you have to do is commit to your own healing path. So here are the 3 ways that this attachment wound is secretly sabotaging your love life. Let's get into it. Number 1, you confuse intensity for intimacy, and guilty is charged because you can crave the closeness, but once you get it, you start to become overwhelmed, or if you're like me, you start to doubt it. This is because your nervous system and your subconscious mind is still associating love with danger or loss that stems from isolation, abandonment, betrayal, and all the stuff we just talked about. Number 2, you self-abandon just to keep the peace. Oh my gosh, I was a very quiet, shy kid, and it wasn't until literally a year ago that I realized, or actually when I went to Argentina for 7 months with no plan, fired my entire team, and started doing inner child healing. Yes, it took all of that for me to realize that maybe I wasn't the quiet kid. Maybe I was morphing into the version of me that I thought would be accepted, that I thought would be loved by the people around me. So if you can think of any ways that you've morphed into a version of yourself that you thought would be accepted or loved, please share in the comments. Maybe we can have epiphanies together, right? But this can also manifest in overgiving, being the quiet, shy one, over explaining yourself. And what's really happening is that deep down, you are trying to earn love by being easy to love, because that's just the way you've been taught to earn love, right? Which honestly, even earning love and like that's the whole rewiring, right? You're not meant to earn love, but you're also not meant to morph into a version of you that is palatable or acceptable or easy to love just to feel accepted and loved. Number 3, you attract unavailable partners as mirrors. This one hurts deep, okay? I have been there. I'm sure you have been there. This video found you because absolutely, right? The more that you chase, the more that they pull away. If you've ever been in a runner-chaser dynamic, right? The more that it hurts you, the more that you start to realize where the wound is. And the wound can literally just be like you not feeling worthy of love, right? Because you feel like you have to prove yourself in order to receive love, because you feel you have to earn love. But it all mirrors back to you an inner belief, whether you know that you have it or you don't. I guess now you'll know. You believe that you have to prove your worth in order to be loved. I'm gonna share some practical steps, but first, let's really quickly go into the spiritual lesson. So why does every relationship become a mirror? Spiritually, love is not a punishment. It's meant to help awaken you. How many of you have had spiritual awakenings through meeting a soulmate or a twin flame connection? I sure did. The attachment wound teaches divine feminines to express instead of suppress, receive instead of earn, but most importantly, your soul is learning to trust instead of control. This is where true surrender really starts, right? And you're not too needy. You're just trying to find a safe soul connection, a safe, loving soul connection. So let's get into how you can start healing this today. And the most important tool that I want to share first off is emotional regulation. Learning how to self-soothe. It's really important to learn how to make your body feel safe. Make yourself feel safe, your energy, your body, spiritually, all of it, right? So breathing is important. Meditating is helpful with this as well. But if you're feeling triggered because these mirrored soul karmic connections and dynamics will trigger you, It's important to self-regulate before you become reactive, right? That is the first and most important tool. Some people need touch, right? So some of my clients will work on, self-soothing through giving yourself a hug. That's also part of reparenting, right? Rubbing, putting your hands on your heart, and having some quick affirmations like, I am safe, I got you, you are held, you are protected, you are loved, you are safe to be loved, you are safe to feel the way that you're feeling right now. And number two, reparent the part of yourself that fears the abandonment, the betrayal, the isolation. And really ask yourself, what does my inner child need? What do you need right now to feel safe? And give it to yourself. Don't wait for someone else to come give it to you. And let me tell you, maybe you fall into this trap as well. Don't go call up someone and expect them to give you the emotional safety that you need to give yourself. I wasn't sure how to phrase that, but it's okay to talk about your feelings and to have someone. But I find that a lot of my clients, and I used to have this too, oh my gosh, where I would call up my friend or a specific friend, and we would both complain and like ruminate on these negative things. We would gossip and all these things, and time and place, but it's important to be able to regulate yourself first and to have it come from you and not from anybody else. That way you're not relying on anyone else and repeating the cycle, right? You're repeating the cycle when you do that, because you're relying on somebody else, but because that part of you feels the abandonment, right? And then you start morphing, you start reverting into that part of you that feels like you need to be a certain way in order to be accepted. And number three, I want you to start rewiring and rewriting your love story. I want you to have some affirmations, okay? I actually have some written down here. We're gonna put on our glasses because this is some serious work that we're doing right now. And I wrote down some simple ones. I am safe to be loved for who I am. Healthy love feels calm, not chaotic. Connection is safe and I deserve to belong. You can actually record these on your little voice memo recorder app on your iPhone or whatever phone you're using. Download something where you can record voice messages and play it in the mornings. Play it when you need to feel safe. I promise you this literally works. And this works with manifesting too, so you can add affirmations for other things that you want to manifest in your life. Okay, I'm gonna put some journaling prompts in the comments, so go reply to those. I hope that you enjoyed this. Give this video a like, and I will see you for day 7 where we go deeper into the money wounds.